What's up, YouTube? So I have a good customer of ours, Susie and Jay's car here. Jude had a little trouble with a job last week, last week. It's been done for a week. I supposedly pressed the bearing in and out of the left rear drum and flawlessly got it done, and then he had to go and do it, which I said is basically a two-step process, right? Take the snap ring out, press the bearing out, snap ring out, press the bearing out, and then 2 steps to put it back in. Press the bearing back in, put the snap ring back in. So what he tried to do that was a mistake was he was pressing on this ridge here, not realizing that wasn't part of the bearing, but if he actually looked at the new bearing, he would see that the circumference, the outer circumference, is smaller than that ridge. So he was pressing on the drum, and then he cost me the time and the money, not him, which is not fair to the shop. So then we get a new drum, and I think I was able to salvage, because we didn't use the new bearing. Pressed it all back together. Me not being the man on the job, not realizing that the encoder ring was missing because it wasn't transferred from the old drum to the new drum, because the new drum doesn't come with it. And then now, he takes the car for a ride, puts it outside, the warning lights are on, he doesn't say anything, and then my customer's back complaining that, and rightfully so, complaining the job wasn't done right. So this is for all you guys out there. Stop texting, pay attention to your job, and make sure you replace the magnetic encoder ring on your Nissan Versa if you're replacing the brake drums in the back. So let's see what year this is. So this is an 18. So once, twice, 3 times back on the shop. How much money do you think I profited doing this job if a mechanic's got to do it 3 times?